Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild and we are back with another Space Engineers Tips video. This time we are going through the farming in Space Engineers. We're going to what I'm going to call level 2 farming. We are not to the part of this, what you're seeing right here. This is the end goal. You will eventually get to this point, but there are steps you will have to take farming wise, and these are universal to all of the planets. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you are running through farming and everything, this is one of the things we're going to do. We're going to just hop into the deal here and go to progression real fast. What you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to build an algae farm. Okay, you're going to need the algae farm first, which will get you to food processor and then to more advanced farming. This is going to be step 2 right in here, these algae farms. And the algae farms are not too difficult. They don't require a whole lot of crazy stuff. You are going to have to reach a point where you're going to need at least a turret control block. If not, just simply set a whole line of these up on the ground with a couple solar panels on each side. And that should provide you enough power during the day and enough algae during the day also to farm up. Now, why am I saying this is the first level of farming you're going to want to do? Because right now, the last video, we were foraging. This video, we are farming, and we are now using this as an algae farm and a solar generator plant to power this up. These half blocks are about 3 tall or about 3 wide by 1. So you can actually strap these up to the sides. I miscalculated putting these things in here when I put them on. I actually could put a lot more on here if I wanted. But this here, you could actually install probably double the algae farm, and I've got 1 oxygen farm in the middle of it, just to give us that little bit of balance. And this thing just kind of sits there and just rotates and turns, and it stays with the sun using the solar tracking system that's inside of the turret control block down here. For those of you wanting to know what that looks like, that's new to the game, this is the solar tracking thing. I have a tutorial on that. Be sure to check it out on the channel. Somewhere in the tutorials, you'll see that at the end of the channel. However, let's hop down here and we'll go back in, because once you get that hooked up and you've got piping hooked up to it, because that's the very important part, and you get it facing the sun, every time the sun comes up, you will start producing food. It's a very simple way of farming. This is the easiest way of doing it. Now, when that is done, you're going to want this block to be built next if you want to start getting into farming level 2, because it doesn't matter how much algae you farm off of the sun if you don't have the ability to produce it. So you've got to be able to turn this into a usable food stub. And that's where we're going to come over this little bin here. And we're going to look at the inventory here. So you can see in the inventory, I've got a lot of food I've been growing already. We also have these called kelp crisps. We are making kelp crisps as the sun hits. I've got these automatically set up in production. These are already queued in, so just queue up like 200 of them. And when algae becomes available, it'll start producing them. You need about 4 algae to make it work. So every couple of minutes, I am going to get enough algae to make a kelp crisp. Now, when you're in this thing, you're going to need this to do a whole lot of other stuff. But this is ultimately where you're going to make your meal pack, your kelp crisp meal packs. Now, a lot of you are sitting there looking at this saying, well, you know, I've heard that the kelp crisps are really the lowest thing that you can make to fill yourself. And that is true. But key word there, the lowest you can make. You can survive off grabbing vegetables, fruit, and mushrooms. But if you look here at fill value, your vegetables have a 5% fill value. Fruit has a 6%, as well as mushrooms also have a 6%. The kelp crisp has twice that amount. So the kelp crisp is a much better food stub. So you can survive off this, and you can use the bed technique. I've got another video up where there's a technique where you can hop in the bed, just sit there, pause your entire health bar, or pause your hunger gauge, and just go in your inventory and just eat. And you will fill your hunger gauge back up. Gives you a reason to stop and rest, and then you can plan a little bit while you're doing it. So that's one of the ways you can do that. The food processor also will cook meat for you. So if we go over here to production, it will cook meat. It will do all of these, but this is all advanced stuff. We'll cover a lot of this stuff in the later videos. Like I said, in the last video I was talking about, you want to get in there and start doing kelp. The way Keen has designed this is you are to go from foraging to kelp to then full-blown farming like we have in the front of the video, and where we're going to be here in a minute. But just remember, you're going to need that for the food processor. so that you can start your first farm. Your first farm is going to be farming kelp. Okay, you're going to be farming kelp crisps and making kelp crisp meal packs, and then you can have those and do what you want with them. But as I have said, that is intermediate farming that we're going to, or beginner farming. We're going to be doing a more advanced. I'm going to be telling y'all how to do this. I'll actually build up a farm like this. We'll use mushrooms to do the farm, and I'll show you how to set up a small farm, and then I will show you what you can do with all the crops and how to plant them and everything else in the next video. But anyway, be sure to look for that. Also, if you like this video and you enjoy what I'm doing here and you think I'm doing a pretty good job, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the bell for notifications so you know when these videos come out, because you never know. You might want to see the rest of these videos. Also, to those that are sitting here, you probably will see these videos come up. You'll see a lot of membership videos. I have a membership program. Yes, it's on YouTube. It is not a paywall to see videos. None of the videos are paywalled. This is just early access to all the videos. You guys pay 99 cents a month. You get to see all the videos that I put out as soon as they come out, because I usually schedule things so it makes it easier on myself. But you get to see all these videos before they are released. And on top of that, the 99 cents goes to Dr. Pepper, which helps keep this channel going. I have told this to people plenty of times. It's now a running joke on the channel. Hey, the channel runs on Dr. Pepper. So there you go. You help me out, and you're going to get to see everything brand new. Also, thank you all for watching. And as usual, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty, and get those farms built, folks, and become those food entrepreneurs. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.